Hey guys, this is Nikhil. Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my review on Solidly protocol. Watch the part 1 to understand what Solidly is. In this video, I'm going to cover SolidX, SolidX Finance, and I will show you how to play around with the liquidity pool and earn some SEX and Solid. Okay. Alright, so before I start, this is not financial advice. I'm just doing it for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so in my last video, I did show you guys how to buy a solid token and also vest it. Vest it is your lock. Lock it. I've locked it for 4 years and I got something called as VE NFT. Based on that, I can go here and vote for any of these protocols or pools. So I voted for Wrapped Phantom and Tomb, and I've been getting some rewards in Tomb. Okay, there's a lot of error. Again, I don't know, is it just my browser or is it something else? I'm not sure. It keeps popping up. I just need to keep refreshing to to fix this. As I mentioned earlier, it's still early days. I think there's probably a lot of work going on this protocol. That's why probably it makes it more interesting as well. If you get involved, especially in a bear market kind of a situation where we are today, protocols that can actually change the DeFi, something like Solidly, that's when you can make a lot of money in the future, right? So here, as you can see, I did this yesterday, so I'm getting about 0.262 already. And let me show you the other vote. I think there's a lot of how do I call it? It's a war going on. There's Tomb, there is Curve, there is this particular protocol WEVE. This is the one which is actually pushing a lot of people to vote here. This is, I believe, this is the VE DAO. So this is the project where people are trying to get this, vote for this to earn some VE DAO tokens. Yep. So if you're interested in doing this, as you could watch my previous video, and I've shown you steps on how to vote for any of these protocols. Okay. So today's video, I wanted to show you to do participate in SolidX. For today's video, I'm going to look at Wrapped Phantom and Sex. I already have Wrapped Phantom in my wallet, and I also have Sex. So Sex, I had to go here in Solidly and then swap here. You can get Sex here. So I've got 0.93, and I've bit of Wrapped Phantom as well. Okay, so let me go and do liquidity. So remember, when you provide liquidity, you got to go click on the advanced settings. When you click on advanced settings, you've got deposit and stake. So when I say deposit and stake, it will create that liquidity and stake it in Solidly. In this case, I want to stake it here, so you just have to click on deposit LP. Okay, so my tokens are, let me change the token. This is Wrapped Phantom and this is Sex. Right, so let me 0.93, which is, whoa. I had 15 Wrapped Phantom yesterday. Looks like there's been a lot of price movement, which is good. So I'm going to deposit. So once you get this, and remember, this obviously liquidity pools have impermanent loss, which means if any of these token dumps, then you will be holding the bags for that particular token. In this case, if Sex dumps and Phantom goes up, then you will have a bag of Sex. Right? So always remember the impermanent loss aspect. So I got to be a little careful on that. So I'm going to click on deposit. So if the other option was a little confusing for you about deposit LP or deposit LP and stake, the easiest way to do this is come back to your SolidX and click on manage, click on zap deposit. Here straight away it shows you how much phantom you have and how much sex token you have, and you can just decide the combination. In my case I've got 0.96 sex tokens, so I'll have 9.9 phantom tokens and just approve. Yep, so as soon as you finish the deposit, it comes up here, so you can see I have deposited 10 wrapped phantom and approximately 1 sex token, and I will get the earnings here, right? So once I get the earnings in solid and sex, for example in sex, then I can go here and I can actually first convert solid, whatever I get here as rewards in solid, I can just convert it into sex, and then come here and lock up my sex tokens, and then go here and vote for emissions, right? In my case I would probably vote for the curve and no, probably ren BTC and wrap phantom. This is pretty cool. So I have some sex token in my wallet, so let's try it out. I will lock it. I know I'll lock it for maximum. I know this is a farm token. I'm not too huge fan of this, but let's lock this and try and earn some other tokens. Yep, so I've just approved the transaction and I'm clicking on lock. Yeah, so my lock is confirmed. Yep, it shows me that it'll expire on 16th of June, and I probably can go and vote now. Right, let me vote for one or more pools to receive solid emissions. Okay, so the emissions is in solid. Doesn't seem like I might get it in ren BTC. Anyway, so I will vote for, I'm voting for wrapped phantom and ren BTC pool. Let me see. Yeah, so I've finished my voting process. For some reason it shows 0 voting weight remaining, but for some reason it doesn't show me where I voted and what emissions I'm going to get. Not sure, maybe it needs an UI update. Yeah, probably I'll find out in a couple of days. By the way, I did make a mistake earlier. I did mention about convert solid to sex, but actually it is solid token. You can convert it into solid sex, and you can stake solid sex here for 967% APR. Okay, and you can also do a solid NFT. Okay, got to figure out what that solid NFT is. I'm assuming it's the locked sex, possibly. That's how the solidly is working. So yep, this is still early days, guys, so there's a lot of things are still not very clear. So in this case I'm not able to see my vote at all. I'm not sure it's a problem with the protocol or I have missed out any step. I'm not sure. Anyway, I know this was not very helpful, but that's the whole intent of making these videos. I want to give you my perspective as well as show you how to do it in real time, and give you and show you obviously so that you don't make any mistakes while you do the same process. So that's another reason why I make these videos for you guys. Alright, so that's all I had for today. The other protocol I also wanted to touch upon was the Impermax. I did mention about this yesterday. Impermax is Impermax.finance is a yield optimizer. The advantage here is you can also leverage farming. You can short and or go long on these farms, and they have pools for Sex tokens, Phantom and Sex. Sorry, this is your bounty screen. I don't want to confuse you with the bounty screen. You can go to markets. You can go to FTM and Sex, and you can deposit the liquidity tokens for FTM and Sex, and of course you can leverage it. Okay, and you can also deleverage based on how you go. So obviously when you leverage it, there is always a liquidation price. If the price comes below that, then you lose your deposit. So just be a little careful when you do this. When you do a leverage, if you just deposit, then that should be okay. It's not giving me the net APR here. I think the supply APR is 80%. The borrow APR is 96% for Phantom. For Sex, it is massive, right? So yeah, so you can do this if you are interested in doing leverage farming, then you can check out the Impermax portal. All right, so this was a quick video on as part 2 for Solidly. I will try and keep making videos as this protocol matures. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, smash that like button, and please subscribe to the channel. It'll keep me motivated. It'll keep, it'll make you more videos, right? And markets have been really good today. I think, if you're wondering why the markets are pumping, I've not seen Bitcoin pumping 10% in under 24 hours in a long time, and that's mainly because a lot of Russians are rushing to buy Bitcoin. Russia had the maximum volume or daily volume in over 10 months. That's mainly because the Russian ruble has dropped by 40% against US dollar, and they definitely need a safe haven. So people are buying Bitcoin in Russia left, right, and center. Right? Is this the new start of the beginning of the bull market, the new one? Possibly. If you've been watching my video, I've always been saying since November, when it actually crashed in December, I've been saying March is when it's going to come back up, and I stick to my word. I'm hoping that it'll come true. 10th March is what I've been saying, and I still believe probably we might see a bit of a dump on 10th March, and then it might pick up after that. All right, so that's all I had for today. Have a fantastic day, guys.